Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in a resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow your eyelids to close. And as they close, focus on the sound of my voice as you continue to breathe in and breathe out, allowing tension to leave your body in your outward breath. And as you breathe in whatever your unconscious needs most right now. And maybe when you breathe in, you're breathing in a feeling of rest and relaxation. Maybe concentration or focus. Or maybe you're breathing in a sense of optimism and positivity for the future. As you breathe in, allow the opposites to leave your body as you exhale. Any worries and stress, distractions and frustrations, feel them as they leave your body, taking you towards a place of calm, tranquility and serenity. Breathing in and breathing out. Use the power of your imagination to imagine you are in a fitness suite. Imagine there is a gym, a pool, a sauna, places to exercise, places to relax. And use the power of your imagination to find a particular place in there that you would be at your most relaxed. Maybe there is a lounger next to a pool. Or maybe you could imagine being in the sauna, drifting off into a state of deep relaxation. Wherever your mind takes you is exactly the place to go. As you continue to breathe in and breathe out, noticing a sense of warmth and that muscle tension is being released. And there in that place, I will count down from 10 to 1, and with each descending number, you will feel that you're releasing tension by 10% with each descending number. And when I arrive at 0, you will have let go of anything you need to let go of. Breathing in and breathing out. 10, focus on the muscles in your forehead, around your eye. As you breathe in and breathe out, just release the tension around your eyebrows, eyelids, forehead. And just feel that tension being released as you now focus on the muscles in your jaw. Breathing in and breathing out. That's it. 9, release that tension. You feel a lightness, an ease, a calmness growing within you. 8, focus on the muscles in your neck. And just imagine all of that tension melting away. 7, focus on your shoulders. And sometimes the neck and the shoulders are where tension accumulates. And you can release it now. It has no place here in your imagination. 7 goes down to 6. Feel a limp, loose, wonderful feeling of relaxation all the way down your arms, all the way down to the tips of your fingers. Breathing in and breathing out. And just feel the weight of those relaxed arms by your side. 5, as you breathe in, noticing how relaxed you feel in this place. Imagine your internal organs relax. heart, lungs, stomach, all the way down into your diaphragm. And below your diaphragm is your gut. And 4, just release any anxiety there in the gut. It has no place here. So release it. And as you release it, feel the wonderful feeling of calm elation. Transferring that relaxation now into your legs. 4 becomes 3. All the way down into your feet. Feel the muscles in your calf, quads, thighs. Just feel it all melt away, any tension. All the way down to your toes. 2 becomes 1, and then feel the ripple of relaxation all the way back to your head, back down again. And just imagine you can safely drift off into a world of your imagination there, in that place. And within your imagination, the laws of time and space don't exist. So you start to observe the moments of your past, not as right or wrong, but just lessons. You've done so many things right, and that's a lesson. And the things with the benefit of hindsight you'd rather you didn't do is also a lesson. So as you drift back and observe your past, see that they are filled with blessings and lessons all the way through. Things you're grateful for, things you've learned from. As you follow that all the way, you realize you've brought your life to a point in time for the next level up. Some would call it raising standards. Some would call it an evolution. And some would call it just the next chapter in the book of your life. I want you to imagine celebrating someone's birthday, knowing where you would be at that particular point in time, and congratulating yourself on how far you've come. There could have been some irretrievable turns, but you've navigated those near misses, wiser for the experiences, and congratulate yourself on reaching this point in your life to celebrate the milestone of someone else. Think of where you would be at that point in time, and think of the choices you're making even then. What you're doing, but also what you're not doing. And get an overwhelming feeling of being in control. You're in control of you, even if you're not in control of everything. Feel that stoic pendulum of acceptance and control. Not wildly swinging, but swinging in a steady, almost metronome fashion. You control what you control and you accept what you don't. You learn from your mistakes and you celebrate your wins. And here in this moment, feel life is moving forward. And then jump forward in time to imagine putting a key in a lock to an apartment door that you're moving into the very first time. Feel the smile on your face. And as you cross the threshold into that apartment for the very first time, feel that it's more than just a threshold into a new apartment. It's also a threshold, a line in the sand that you're crossing in your life. You were someone else before you crossed that threshold, and an evolved version of you after. Think of other thresholds that you've passed in your life. First relationship, first job. Think of the successes you've had, and how each achievement unlocked more resources within you didn't know existed. So as you feel like you're wandering around this apartment, not as someone viewing the apartment, but as someone moving into their home, feel a wonderful feeling of connection. Connection to your partner, connection to the version of you at your very best. Because this milestone is more like you at your very best would do. So connect into that. As you look out from a balcony, you're not just looking out at a courtyard, you're looking out at a wonderful future that is now available to you. As you interact with applications to change lights and temperature, even the opening and shutting of blinds, you start to see that your mind is a technology with infinite applications. If you can control the temperature, you can control desire. You can control patience. You can control delayed gratification to steer your life into more of the things that you truly desire. Feel this wonderful feeling of control, inner control. Imagine perhaps taking a lift all the way down, perhaps, to a pool area and gym. Imagine you're wearing whatever clothing is suitable for a gym. And imagine that the gym is more than just a place to work out. You can improve your physical fitness in this gym, but you can also improve your mental fitness, having alternative options to deal with the stresses and strains of modern life. Imagine yourself lifting weights and not just becoming physically stronger, but mentally and emotionally stronger too. As you find yourself in the pool swimming, you realize that you're able to go with the flow, that the weight of expectations and pressures on you feel less when you're in water, and maybe a swim is a great way of dealing with overwhelm or stress, worries and concerns. Imagine swimming in a particular technique in that pool. As you comprehend the idea that different approaches work better in different environments. There is a slow way to swim and a fast way to swim, and in so many other areas of your life. There are ways to do things quicker or slower, depending on what makes most sense. Chores and difficult tasks, why not just get them done quickly? But leisure time, recreation, special moments, why not slow down time to make them last and enjoyable? And then find yourself in the sauna and treat the sauna as the ability to melt away tension, melt away worries. Imagine anything unuseful in your life as being like crystals of ice fused into your muscle tissue, and there in the sauna, feel that it's all melting away. And as it melts away, also perceive the sauna not just as a place of relaxation, but a metaphor for resilience. The longer you spend in a sauna, the more resilient you're becoming. There are some people that can only last 5 minutes, and other people sit with the discomfort, becoming more resilient in the process. The sauna becomes a metaphor for melting away tension, but also building resilience. And I wonder how useful that resilience will be in the years that follow. Breathing in and breathing out. There in the sauna, imagine a significant commitment, perhaps just a few months in the future, and allow that public commitment to represent the next evolution, the next chapter of your book, the next raising of standards, as your unconscious mind accepts that each milestone unlocks new resources, enabling you to maintain higher standards. And the higher your standards, the better your decisions, and the better your decisions, the better the quality of your life. And if your unconscious is ready to let go of the past and to take incremental steps to a better quality of life, let me know by nodding your head. As you breathe in and breathe out, you realize all of this are just thoughts within thoughts of someone relaxing in a place inside their imagination. And go back to that place. Go back to that place and realize that each additional responsibility you take is a vote of confidence in yourself. A large financial commitment is a statement of intent as to your future capabilities. Allow your unconscious mind to join the dots, that each milestone is not insignificant. Each milestone is a vote of confidence from yourself to yourself, which itself unlocks even more resources to continue that trajectory into the future. Breathing in and breathing out, feel like you're returning to the present, allowing these thoughts within thoughts, ideas within ideas, dreams within dreams to open a portal to your infinite potential. And as you return to the present, take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Connect fully with the present moment as I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling resourceful, optimistic, and eager to become more of the very best version of you, to take advantage of the inevitable opportunities that come your way. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.